Well, I figure I'd get something to eat. I I don't know if you say my girlfriend, my ex girlfriend, however you word it. She came over and what was that? What the hell? Um no, didn't do that. Really, we didn't. No, she just took all my DVDs. No, we didn't actually. Honestly, I didn't feel like having sex, to be honest. I was just stressed out. She actually surprised me. She normally doesn't do that. So she came over. Well, so when I initially bought an Xbox, um, I was doing some research into DVD players. And they got DVD players that are actually like better than regular DVD players. Like I know it sounds silly, but like Oppo, it's OPPO. It's like a really good DVD player. Like and you really you really see the difference when you have like a surround sound set up to it. And anyways, I was in this kick where I was looking up DVDs and I was like, what DVDs are great, at home. And I bought like Marvel, Avengers, The Jaws, and never got around to watching them. And her son just had a birthday. It was today, and me and her aren't always on the greatest of terms. But anyways, he's 16 and he's really into DVDs. I don't know. I think it's a fad with the younger kids. They, um, you know, obviously digital is everything, but I think kind of like how some kids they just like the physical stuff, maybe because it's not like kind of rare. But he likes DVDs and he likes to watch them, and you know, and so probably realizing that Netflix and HBO and all that don't have everything. So, anyways, I had these DVDs that I bought like a couple years ago, and they weren't new, but they weren't old. And so they were mixed in a pile with really old DVDs from the last place I lived at. Like DVDs from the early 90s, mid 90s that my old roommate had. Like really old ones. And so when she came over today, she looked in that pile and I said, yeah, take whatever you want. And I forgot mine were in there. And I was like, whoa, you're taking like it was every like movies like Hacksaw Ridge, Jaws, all the Marvel, Catch Me If You Can. They're good movies. I mean, and if I really want them, I can get them back. But anyways, she wanted to give them to her son, so I said fine. But she came over, she looked at that, and we just honestly talked. And I think she just surprised me because she knew I was upset, about the day. And so um, she came over. Like I said, grabbed that. She hung out for a little bit. Um, you know, she would never have done that if I was working because I would be sleeping right now. um, but and I'm telling her I'm stressed and she's tired, and um, the thing is it's just a weird day for me. It's a day I normally don't see anybody because I'm normally the middle of my work week. Um, but I do want to say something. So I got a lot of good leads, man. So I applied for that coffee shop. I applied for this water treatment distribution center. I applied for, I didn't see an Amazon opening. Applied for Walmart distribution. I got a guy who messaged me. I never thought about it, but I thought, why not try construction, but not like major construction, like something like easy, um, like kind of pouring cement, it's like really easy stuff. So this guy was telling me about it. He said, "Hey, go. As long as you pass the drug screen, you got reliable transportation." I said, "Yeah, I can do all that." But I also have a place called City Electric Supply. They're kind of like, I think they're kind of like an AutoZone in a way, but a little more busier, if you will. And so that, and then something just to get me into something like that, Chick-fil-A, Publix. So And then they have a career source center that I actually have to upload my resume to. And I think that's for like everything, temp jobs or whatever. I think I'll probably get something before that would even matter, but I figure I put my resume in. But the kicker is, and I never thought I'd ever be on this shit, but I mean, why not? I'd get it for a month. Is unemployment. It's something like, it's literally the unemployment I would make for a month would cover my rent, which is fine because I don't foresee myself being on that for longer than a month, anyways. But get it? It's easy, and you know, I'm eligible for it. You have to earn a certain amount of money, anyways, to get it. So, like people who work part time and make like, you know, $13 an hour and work like 10 hours a week, they can't get unemployment. So you got to be like working like a lot of hours consistently. So it's kind of nice. So hopefully I don't need to worry about that because I don't really want to deal with that because it's kind of a pain in the ass. But so that's where we're at. I really have mixed feelings, brother. Like I really do. Like I wish you knew exactly how I felt. Like I feel good. Part of me feels good because it's like this is just unfamiliar territory for me. I want you to help me get through it, bro. I mean, I say that because I don't know how to. I feel like a lot can. I feel like if I can get some of my streams to be a little more consistent in terms of like my attitude and the way I am, I feel like this could be start of something big, or at least something going in the right direction. Because other than the Dollar General warehouse, I mean not the Dollar General warehouse, the Walmart warehouse, every other job that I'm looking at, or that I see really, because it's not like I'm being picky. I'm willing to take anything. But every other job other than the distribution centers, I will actually have time to do something and energy to do something when I'm not working. And I would gladly take that as opposed to a little extra money. Absolutely. I don't want to get into a routine where I just can't get out of it and do nothing unless I take vacation. No. So my dad said also call the human resources of Dollar General, like the 1-800 number, on Monday and see what they say. Because someone mentioned it to me. I don't think it would apply for me. I mean, I don't think it would matter. But everybody who's terminated, you can dispute that. Now, I know it's weird because you're an at-will employee, so I never understood that. And if they want to fire you, they can fire you for anything, but for some reason, there's protections in place still, so. But my dad said call HR, see what they have you. They'll probably just have you do some stuff, or maybe do something. You know, hey, sign this, or hey, you know, we'll send you an email and click on this link, and you know, makes it maybe easier to get a reference. I don't know, but I'm just kind of like I'm streaming now because I want to play, like I want a game. But I guess there's a part of me in the back of my head was like, you know, am I gonna make it? It sounds really silly saying that, but I'm thinking to myself, am I gonna be able to, you know, am I gonna be able to bounce back from this? And I don't know. I think I will be. It's just I hate beating a dead horse because I know that's what I'm doing, but it's just so new to me. I'm gonna try to play. Like I said, it's just so weird. I just feel weird. Like I feel good, but just feel so kind of like out of it, you know? Like, and I don't want to feel like that. That's what a couple other people told me. It's like someone told me actually that people lose their job and get fired all the time. You know, those people, not, very few people, end up in some dire situation when that happens, It's, and when you think about it, and I'm not saying this just to make myself feel better, but when you think about it, people get new jobs all the time. And when you're working, it's easy to say that, Like if I'm working, oh yeah. I'm not saying you're doing it for this reason, but it's like when I'm working, it's a lot easier to be like, oh yeah, people lose their job all the time, man. But it's like when you're in that, when you're that person, it's like it's hard to, you know. So, but it means a lot, Mike, you saying that because I'm trying to. That's exactly how I'm trying to think of it because it's like it's not even really that big of a deal. I mean, I say that not because I don't care about working, but my credit cards are at zero. I still have extra money in the bank. I mean, all my bills are paid. I don't It's not like I have nothing. It's not like, the guy's coming to shut off my lights or anything or you know, or the realtor's coming at my door with pitchforks saying, "Hey, you better get out of here or we're gonna, you know." So, but you're right. It's really not that. It's not even that. And I guess, and I hate thinking like this because my grandma used to say this before she passed, and it didn't ever work for me. But my grandma used to say, hey, look at other people, you know, and that never really worked for me. But maybe in this instance, it's like look at other people's situation and like, you know, um, it's really not that bad. I mean, I think what makes it bad is because with the way I am, I want everything to be solved today. You know, like I want to find out what my new job is today. I want to find out everything today. You know, because we both know my patience doesn't exist. It's like when she caught me on my phone, she said she was going to get a drink of water and talk to another employee. She'll talk to me later. And me, I was so, maybe I knew I was about to get fired. I don't know. But I was so like, well, just tell me now. I didn't exactly say that, but I just was like, I want to know. I was just like, well, when are you going to tell me? It's like I'm so impatient. Um, yeah. I am motivated though to do good. Not because I want to do good, but because I want the people who kicked me when I was down to see me do good. And that part of me will not go away lightly. That flame will burn for eternity. And so, but here we are. So let's just hang out with my boy Mike. Gonna try to play something. I don't know if you were in the stream. Did you see that somebody asked me if I've ever played the game Off the Grid? They said it was Fortnite, adult Fortnite with cyberpunk limbs. I guess now would be a good time to search for it. I can't believe I've never heard of it. Mixed reviews. Oh yeah. If the premise was that adult Fortnite was Cyberpunk limbs and it was a good game, it wouldn't be free. I'll tell you that much right now. Now, with that being said, now when you say it's not good, what, like, we talking gameplay or just graphics or just all around just a shitty game?
Must undergo. Welcome to the world's first real battle.
Let's kind of like the finals in terms of like engine
Players must undergo
and graphic
surgery
style.
in order to
But let's see.
They cut off your limbs.
Oh wait, hold
Grow
up.
back by regen. And then they give you these cybernetic combat limbs. They set you loose.
Oh, see, they went. Dang, I thought that was actually real.
And slaughter all your
I
opponents.
thought that was.
Holy shit! These people are just regular things.
Oh, see, this is the classic case of Call of Duty does this, I think, don't they? Where they take real life assets and incorporate like game engine models. Or Call of Duty does that. Well, Call of Duty also does something that's like straight real. Everything's like real, no gameplay. You know, just like a regular trailer.
Stage the world's first real
Let's
life
see what they got
battle
going on
royale.
here.
Televised live for every sicko's viewing pleasure.
Love this shit.
And just so you don't get cybermulsion right off the bat, here's the cheat sheet. This is gonna be you, but don't be a pussy about it.
Is this the same one? No, this is
It's so
different.
you get these motherfuckers. No way you're surviving Teardrop without cyber limbs. Doors, stairs.
Oh, that's where he
doesn't
got
matter.
that from.
Whip and equip. Because nothing says adaptability like blasting a stranger's arm off and beating him with it.
Yeah, the
Then,
graphics
once
look
we
dope.
turned you into
Well,
a
I mean,
bionic
obviously
abomination,
cinematic graphics
go
always
grab
look
a
sick.
gun.
So
Mod skin customize. Let the world know what a lonely
The cinematics
twisted
look
sicko
really
you
good,
really
though.
are inside.
I mean,
Still
obviously
greedy?
cinematics always
Find
look
the
good, but
hex, extract valuable
it seems
loot
like
from
these
the item,
cinematics look
build your
especially
arsenal, and inflate your ego even
almost
more.
like they hired
Then
a movie
trade like
producer
an animal on the player-to-player marketplace. It's a
or a
killer
movie
swap
design
meet.
artist.
Literally, gear up, cyber up, and try not to fuck up. OTG's
It
already
makes you
done
wonder
with the
too,
labs,
like,
the lunatics,
I don't know if
all chasing that one
they think
thing
like this, but
to be hardcore
make
enough
it look
to
really
kill
good
enough,
in the trailer,
or
even
just
though
have
it's a
enough
shit
dumb
game.
luck to win. Join OTG.
Adventure
Get
Quest.
cyber. Pretend you matter. And don't forget to die for the camera.
When you say 3D, is that for your is that for your Quest or Meta or one of those? When I say Quest. Or is that just a regular game? When I get my job, bro, when I get my first job, new job, to celebrate, I'm buying you a good game, bro. So, and I wanted to get you something for Christmas, because I like doing that and I meant to get you something. Just bear with me. Let me get my job in at least like 2 paychecks or something and get some sort of routine, kind of see how it's looking, what my schedule is going to be. And because it's been a while since I've done anything for you, and you always do so much for me. So, but let me at least get going and get something. I'll never lie to you about that. I just want to figure out what my routine's going to be like. Okay, I'm working 3 days, 4 days. You know, what's my schedule like? What's my pay like? And I'll know right away, okay. Because it sounds like, honestly, my pay's going to be very similar to what it was. So I kind of like that. No matter what I get. And even if it's a little less, I'll have. One thing about the job I had is not only it took a lot of my time, but it took all my energy. So I'm working, whatever, 55 hours a week, 50 hours a week. So it's locking up all this time, but then it's also locking up all my energy. So when I'm not working, I'm sleeping or I'm too tired to do anything. And it's brutal. I mean, I loved it. But like I told you many times before, when I wasn't working, it was just almost like, wow. When I was taking vacation day, wow, this is the stuff I like to do. It was almost like a surreal moment. Like, holy shit, dude. Man, these are the things I like to do on my free time. It's nice because, like I know I said this before, it's like the opposite of being bored. But it sucked because it was so rare. I wasn't able to really do anything, because by the time I started to do something, having those 2 or 3 days off, go back to work. And heaven forbid, I'm gonna have a hobby that requires me to take off work to enjoy. Fuck that. You're telling me I gotta use my vacation time to enjoy the things I like to do in life? No. I'm not buying into that. I can't buy into that. That's crazy. Like, I'm somebody who likes work, but I mean, I want to be able to do some stuff. And the thing is this, I don't have kids, not married. I worked with guys, 3 kids, 4 kids, and they working 5 days a week. That's got to be nuts, man. So not only do you have to work those extra days, like I work the extra days because I want the extra money, but those people have to work the extra days. And when they work the extra days, takes up their time, takes up their energy. They can't spend time with their kids. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's crazy. All right. Let's see. I really like Sifu, but I want to get into something else too, but I really like that game. But I do see, like, I see how that game, like, you really have to pay attention to stuff. Because you just can't, like, I mean, it's obvious. You can't really just mash buttons on that game, but even if you, like, take your time on stuff, you still got to memorize, like, the way people fight. And it's a fun game, but it's just, and the mechanic, I guess, like, the more you die, the older you get. And so the older you get, obviously your lifespan, you have less life, but you're wiser. I don't know if you know that, but that's how the game works. So as you get older, your health bar is smaller, but you're wiser, which I think means you're a little more. I don't know if it's quick or more so like you're a little more smarter, but I don't know how that plays into your gameplay. Like, I don't know if you can do more technical moves or how that works, but there's something there. There is a benefit to getting older. Um, as much as I've scrolled through games, I never realized. I mean, I realized I've had this game, but I really forgot how I got that game. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like, holy shit, dude. Sounds like one of those like horror movies. All right, let's see what we got. See, like a game like this, working at DGE, I would never be able to do a game like this. How is that game only 9 gigs? Really? Hmm. Um. God, I really want to jump back into Cyberpunk. Time. The time is now, brother. Let's see. Pioneer game. I think that's the why the music stop? Let me make sure I got the right all right. Let me make sure I got the right keybind. All right. All right, gotta get the volume. Hold on. Testing. Okay, that part works. Yeah, I'm trying to. Is it low now? So I'm trying. It's working on the stream mix, but it's not working on. One second. Can you guys hear game volume or no? Hold on. Wait. One second, y'all. Can you guys hear the video game or no? Oh. Let me turn that off. Had the controller plugged in. Oh wow, the key. I know. Hold on. I'm trying to. So the mouse works, but the keyboard don't. All right, let's try it again. I just fixed my internet. Oh my gosh. One second. Oh no. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. What's going on here? Hold on, I see what's. Oh, okay, I see. I had it on display capture. One second. I got to use game capture. I don't know how much of a change that will be, but okay. All right, here we go. Let's back up and going. Let's. What's up, Taco? So for you guys just stopping in, you guys can probably see the title of the stream, but that isn't a troll. I really did lose my job today. But it's not as bad as it sounds. If that makes sense. So let me get this going first real quick. Give me some time. All right. So just so you guys know, I want to show you something. I was having a bunch of issues, I'll tell you, with my stream. And you know anybody's having trouble with the stream, it does, but it doesn't. So for as long as you guys known me, I've been having this at 60 frames per second. And you know, most of my streams are okay. Some are not, some are okay. Changing this to 30 was a game changer. Now, obviously, it's not 60, but with that being said, I'm also having problems with my internet, so I have to compensate for that because they're doing upgrades in construction. So I changed that to 30. And also, I had this was at like 5 and 6. Having this at 1 helped drastically. Just to give you guys an idea, let me show you what I'm talking about. So we'll go like, for instance, 4. See on the green right here? That shit's gonna go down to like 2200, and it'll turn red. If it disconnects, I'll start a stream right away, but I just want you to see something. Okay. So if it's lag, you let me know. I'm gonna switch it to 1 anyways. All right. It's lagging a little bit, isn't it? So I'm gonna try something. It's lagging, isn't it? God damn it. Um, Here, let me turn on somebody. Are you guys still there? Yay or nay? All right. I'll go with, yeah, we'll go with that. Let me know if it's still lagging. Please.
Hey,
Hey Raider, can you? Hey,
hey, hey,
hey,
hey, Raider, can you hear me all right?
hey Raider. Hey Raider, can you hear me all right?
Hey, Raider, can you hear me all right? Good. Let's go.
All right. All right. Let me try something. So somebody in OBS Discord suggested this. Turn down all my graphic settings and maybe it'll make it easier for you guys. I'm going to see if that works. Oh, wait. Let's see if that helps. Still lagging? If it is, that's fine. I want to fix it. I don't think it is. Let me see them real quick. Let's just try this for a second. Let's see if this does anything. Yep. It's still lagging. Why is it doing that? Come on now. All right, so we got the graphic settings all the way down to low. And then I got the fastest whatever you call it. DLS. Well, whatever you call it. All right. If it still does it, I'll play something else. It might be just the data is kind of messed up, but okay. So my controller is disconnected. All right. Hold on for a second. Left. I'll tell you guys what happened too. It's not as bad as it sounds, but G6. Oh, how are these buttons already set up? What the hell? I must have already configured these. Um, how do I? I'm setting it so it doesn't switch off when I. All right, there we go.